Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a new video on the Buggy Plays channel. I'm Buggy, and today we're going to be checking out the newest Genshin Impact character, Escoffier. First and foremost, let's take a quick little look at her build. I've got her at level 90, 2300 attack with 73 over 215, her signature weapon at level 90, 4-piece golden trope with an attack goblet for now, and C0, level 8 skill and burst. Alright, the first team we'll be trying her with will be my AYAKA team. Usually I would use my Shilonen in this team, so we will be trying out the difference between the two. Just to make things easy, let's head on over to the Abyss and see how it goes. Alright, we'll be putting this into the second half just because of the bonus cryo skill damage. Why not take advantage of that, right? Alright, Farina and then Escoffier. Alright, I'll just blitz on through this first half with Malwika and I will see you guys on the other half. Alright, here we are on the second half. I have not used Escoffier more than maybe once so far, so forgive me if I'm figuring it out still. I guess we'll do Shenhe Burst and skill. Get Farina in here, and alright, get a little heal from Escoffier. Oh, and he's already dead, so that's good news. Guess I'll prep Ayaka's boost, yep. Alright, let's get rid of this shield really quick. Okay, oh, I hate this seahorse. Alright, get back into this rotation, get Farina's burst, Escoffier burst. Oh, I missed with Ayaka's skill very hard. That's a little awkward. Hopefully I can break his pearl before he... Oh, good. Alright, well, so far so good. I'm actually very impressed with Escoffier. She seems to be doing pretty good damage herself, and I mean, Ayaka's burst is really doing well. Alright, just to make sure that there isn't any variation with these things, I'm just going to take the heal elemental burst card, because I don't want to mess with any of the comparisons. Alright, here we are on the second half. I am a little low on energy, so I'm just going to have to rely on normal attacks for most of this. Oh god. Don't die. Since we've got another enemy after this guy, I am going to just start a full rotation-ish. I'm gonna save Farina's burst because I feel like hers is the most important. Alright, well, even with just normal attacks, I think we went through that pretty quick. Alright, so I am going to also just take this HP restore because I don't want this to mess with anything. Last chamber, that was scuffed. That's just fine. Can I get a Escoffier burst? Slay. Okay. Let's get these guys out with normal attacks and then I'll use burst on the big guy. Alright, damn, 90k. Really impressive. I mean, he's dead already. Wow. Period, Escoffier. We see you. Alright, now for the sake of comparison, I do want to try this team without Escoffier, just for, let's see, like how much of a difference she really makes. So I'll slot in Shilonen. And once again, I will see you guys on the other side. Alright, here we are, so let's see how this goes. Well, we similarly kill him very quickly. We will get Ayaka's burst out to get his shield off. This annoying ass electro shield. Don't die, Shilonen, please. Okay, and back to the seahorse. We are not getting Farina's burst, which I don't know if that's part of missing out on Escoffier or just that it's a little more different in this rotation. Let's get the Shilonen heal off. Hopefully we can break his pearl. Oh good. Okay, so I will be looking at that in post and editing and see what the difference is time-wise on that. Alright, I'd also like to go and just see in the open world the difference between AYAKA with and without Escoffier. So let's get our bursts. Alright, and we will head to the Gluttonous Mountain King. So let's see, we've got a little bit of health lost, so that should be fine for Farina stacks. And so let's see. We're going to be looking out for AYAKA's burst damage numbers. And if this guy dies too fast, we might end up going to a local legend. Alright, let's get up in here quick. Get Shenhe's skill and burst. Go to Farina. Get her going. Escoffier skill and burst. Make sure we get all our Misbitter stacks. 100k, pretty much even. Not too shabby. Alright, now let's slot out Escoffier and pop on in Shilonen. We might end up also trying Kazuha? We'll see, but let's get our bursts. Another complaint that I've had about Notlon is that there's not really many places for, like, quick getting your bursts. Enemies, like, pretty much any teleport waypoint you go to just doesn't have enough enemies. And it's just, like, a little bit of an annoyance. It's not like it really matters, but it's just an annoyance that I wish wasn't the case. Alrighty, now that we've got our bursts, let's head on back. Alright, now that we have Shilonen, we'll have to do her before Farina, just to get the crystallized stack. For Scroll, Shenhe skill burst, quick Shilonen skill and burst as well. Go into Farina, and let's see. Was that a 125? I'll have to slow that down and see that. That could perhaps make sense. If we take a look here, I do have C2 Shilonen, so that might be what's causing the difference. Once we unlock this first constellation for her, maybe she will be at that same level. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe it was less and I'm blind. That's also possible. Alright, next thing I want to try is I'd kind of like to try Escoffier as kind of like the main DPS. I did this as well when Emily came out, just to see how it was, and I actually kind of prefer using Emily just as her own team without Kniech. So let's go on over to my just vibes and we'll clear them out. So let's say we do what? Escoffier, Farina, Shenhe, and maybe Citlali? I guess we can see if Citlali or someone else works more effectively. But once again, let's go get our bursts. I'm really excited about just the future of Cryo. Since I started playing, I was kind of a Cryo shill, and it was really unfortunate when just all of the environments became anti-Cryo. So this revival is really, really exciting for me. When Citlali first came out, I'll let Farina kill us a little bit on this so we can get her stacks better. When Citlali first came out, I was hopeful that she would be the revival of Cryo, but that was not the case, obviously. She was the revival of another Pyro main DPS that we didn't need, but that's besides the point. Alright, let's see how this team works. I might start with Escoffier's skill, just to see if that's worthwhile. Let's pop this, get Citlali's Res Shred going. Oh, hello? 63Ks, 62Ks from her skill while off field. I'm gonna have to do that again to see the burst. I'll be back. Alright, here we are again. I'm not going to start with Escoffier's skill here because I think she's just eating up Shenhe's stacks a bit too quickly. And I want to see what her burst is. So let's just start with a hold skill here. 177? I might have seen a 165 from her skill though. I'll slow that down and see what that is. But, I mean, I think that was impressive enough. I kind of want to see how it goes in the Abyss. Alright, on this first half we'll take a Chlorand Overload just for posterity, but alright, let's pop in this main DPS team. Main DPS in quotations. Alright, I will slip on through this first half and I will see you guys once we're on Escoffier's side. Alrighty, here we are. Let's see how it goes. Since we're not looking for a For a showcase, I'm just going to start with Escoffier's skill again. Hopefully we've got enough just application in general to get his shield off pretty quickly. Goose on the loose. That's a hilarious voice line. Alright, we're off to this guy. Once again, really hopeful that we're able to get his pearl broken, because I fucking hate dealing with him while he's flying up in the air. Okay, so, well, was that faster than AYAKA? Alright. I need to go and try that on. Okay, we're continuing. Alright, here we are. Let's see how this goes. Once again, we're a little low on energy this side, but I think we'll be okay. Let's just pop Farina's burst now. Oh my god, he's already dead? Oh my god. Okay, of course we gotta continue and just try and finish it out. Okay, let's get this all going. Get some Lolly there. Refresh Shenhe. Goose on the loose. Oh my god, girl. Jesus. Just keep in mind this is also before we have C1 Escoffier unlocked, so I mean, we're all impressed. We say, wow, Escoffier, girl you slay. Alright, well that will have to do it for today's video, just my first impressions on Escoffier. Overall, I'm like really impressed. I wasn't expecting her to really change the game for Cryo that much, but at least at the moment, her off-field DPS really supplements any team that she's in, and it kind of makes them more viable. Obviously, we're expecting her to be really good for Skirk, and one thing's for sure, I ain't skipping Skirk. So I'll make another video here in the future, just going over maybe her C1, maybe her C2 at that point. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned if you want to see some more. I'll probably be going on my boyfriend's account to check out her performance with Neuvillette and Risley, but for now, I will leave it there. Once again, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed. Once again, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment down below anything you would like to recommend team-wise or just your thoughts on Escoffier in general. Subscribe if you would like to stay tuned for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!